Hi everyone. Welcome again. Today we're going to go through another vulnerable machine. Pwnlab is one good machine. Um, like with the previous machines, we start straight away with checking the IP address, scanning the network. So let me make note of my own IP address. This is a good practice always when you do pen testing to document your finding. Straight away we go ahead and scan for the live devices on the network. Uh, Seems this is the IP address of the target machine. Um, Straight away we go ahead and use nmap to enumerate the open ports. As you can see, I use the -A for aggressive mode and the -B- to scan all the 65,000 range. Interesting, we find port 80 HTTP RPC running on 4111. We find MySQL run on 3306. And we find again another one related to RPC on 516. So straight away, the main focus will be port 80. So let's just go ahead and perform the busting. Free. Okay, let's visit that web page. Okay, that's interesting. So the web page here, just quickly use the source code if there is any interesting information. Okay, nothing. Okay, we have a login page and we have upload page, and also we can notice that there is a variable which is the page variable. Can be used quickly. We can check for uh, login fail or SQL injection. Admin, save login fail. Again, login failed. So yeah, it seems that there is not much luck in pursuing this. As I said, straight away we can spot that the page variable keeps on changing every time um, we change the link. So what we might try to do is try to brute force this and see if we can perform things like local file inclusion or directory traversal. Uh, so to do this, what we need to do is capture the request using perp suite. Perp suite. And from there, we capture the traffic. Then I will try, I have a payload. You can get the cheat sheet of potential LFI payloads online, and you try to brute force it. Enable the interception. Upload. Good. We can capture it. Let's send it now to the intruder. This is the variable that we are after. So let's add it here. Go to the payload, and what I will do, I will copy a list of LFI that I keep on using. Let's see if any of them. There are loads of these online cheat sheet online. Some of them are more comprehensive than the others. I will try this one. Okay, I'll start that tag. That's interesting. Let's sort it based on the length. So for that link, if you look at the response, it doesn't give me anything interesting. Let's look at this one here. Again, not much, anything interesting. Okay, so this one here give me something different. Let me copy that one. Let's look at the other ones as well. And this one also give me something different. Again, I will copy it. Likewise, this one give me different payloads. Again, I will copy it. You can spot the equal sign at the end of these two messages, which tell me that this is probably base 64 encoded. So I will go ahead now and try to encode all of this, sorry, decode all of this using the assumption that they are base 64. One way to do this is basically using the decoder of Web Suite. And yes, this one seems to be giving me a login for a database users. That's good, very useful. Let me copy it and let's put it in here. And likewise, I will go ahead and I will copy this and see what the output would be. Okay. That's like, seems to be a PHP page. Okay, so it's used the set cookies, they use the length for setting cookies here. They use include function. Usually include function is vulnerable to LFI. This is very useful piece of information. And I can see that the lang is used for the cookie, so potentially that could be a way to perform LFI. Let's get the third message here and see what is the content. Okay. Okay, so we will add the interesting information. File extension. Yes, the whitelist, it seems that there is filtering that was deployed. Most likely that's before uploading the file. If you recall, we had an upload page. Absolutely correct. Here we can see it. So it seems that's the whitelist includes JPEG and GIF and GPG and PNG. Good. That means if I need to pursue this attack vector, I need to change the potentially the file extension to one of those whitelisted ones. Okay. Also, it seems there is an MD5 hashing for the file that was uploaded. Good. So that's very useful piece of information. That's really very useful piece of information. So so let's just now try to recollect here and what happened and what have we achieved so far. So we enumerated the page parameters and we found that we managed to get 3 pages. Each of these pages gave us different piece of information. The main one for us now is the one that's enabled us to log into the database. If you recall from Nmap, we had MySQL database enabled. So quickly, what we can do is try to run MySQL and use the root as the username and this as the password. And then we copy it and straight away hit enter, paste. Good. We have access. Show databases. We know that there is one called sorry, show databases. We know that there is one called users. Use users. That's interesting. Now show tables. We have users, so select everything from users. Okay, so that's I lost connection to my server. Good. Okay, now we have identified 3 users. As you can see, each of these users, they have the password. This password is base64 encoded. So I will open a new file here. Let me just take note of these users. So this is Kent. This is the password. Let's again use Burp Suite to decode it. That's the first one. That's the second one. And that's the third one now. Good. So we managed to get 3 users. What we might do now is there are different ways now. If we go back here, we have no SSH connection. Otherwise, we could have used this to access an SSH. Okay, so let's go back to the server. Then that means the only attack vector for us is the upload, but that means we need to try to log in. Now we have credentials. Let's try to use them to log in here and try then to upload. Now remember, there is a filtering, file filtering and whitelisting, so we need to keep this in mind. So let's try to use Kent, for example, and Kent password and see if that will give me anywhere. Do not save. Oh, I need to disable the proxy, set up the proxy here. It's intercepting. Okay, now I need to upload a web page. Now let's try two things. Let's see if actually packet filtering is enabled. We know it is enabled, so just save this as well. So let me just locate the web shells. It is here in user share web shell. So if I browse into user share web shells, PHP, and let's try just to use the simple backdoor and see what will happen. For example, if I try to upload this, not allowing extension, please upload image only. So that means the filtering is activated. So what I did in here, I got this reverse shell from web shell, and as you can see, I renamed it to be .png, and I changed also, maybe probably with nano, that would be clear. .png. I added the magic bytes of the .gif file, and yes, it is the same PHP reverse shell that you can get from Kali. Let me just because I changed my IP address since then, was .18, and I will have the 444 as the listening port. So n cat-mvp 444. Good. So what I will do now, I'll go ahead and upload this. I already created a listener. So basically I'll go here. Demo Pwnlab. I will upload this. That was uploaded. Okay. Now, if I go to the upload directory, that was uploaded. So what we need to do now is we will need to be able to access the uploads. So basically, let's go back to dir and see what dir gave us initially. Uploads. So if I go here, open the link, I will see the file that was recently uploaded. Good. That is very, very useful. Again, let's go back to Burp Suite. So with Burp Suite, what we know as well from the web pages that we captured, if I try to show it to you again, This one here says the set cookies lang the lang variable has been set for the set cookies. You can see it uses the include for the lang and the lang cookies. Um, those of you who played with PHP, you know that include um, is vulnerable to local file inclusion. So I will try to capture the cookie, the cookie parameters with and then change the lang parameter to include the file that we just uploaded, and hopefully that will run it for us. So what I need to do now is, let's keep this open because I need it. Um, let me try to log in again. Interception is on. Okay, that's fine. So what I will do, I will send this to repeater, and in here I will change this to lang equal dot dot, and it was upload followed by the name of the file that I just uploaded, which is this one here. Copy. Okay. Um, we can disable the repeater, and I can send the page. Let me just get the shell. Okay. Now I will try to send it, and hopefully that will run the shell for us. Okay. And that's exactly what happened. So that's good. That's useful. We had a shell. The next step, straightforward for me, would be to upgrade the shell into proper shell. I'm going to use Python command. Okay. Instead, good. Now ID, wwd, bwd, we know where we are. We are inside the root, ls home. Let's see how many users accounts are in there. We have Kane, Kent, Mike, John. Okay, sudo dash l. I don't seem to be able to run sudo, which is really useful. So I need now to move to the next step, which is privilege escalation. Now, one quick check. Let's see what is inside each of these files. ls home Joe cd cd home cd Joe. Let's just simple Joe. Permission denied. ls Joe. Permission denied. ls Kane. Permission denied. ls Kent. Interesting. ls. What was the last one? Mike. Okay, so it seems that we don't have um, access here. Um, let's see what kind of user accounts we have. Okay, that is interesting. So let's see if we can look at the user accounts that we already have. We have Kent, we have Kane, we have the password for Kane. So potentially we can Let's see if we can run su gain. Okay, they asked me for the password for gain, which is useful. Good, good, that's good. That's very useful. Now I am inside gain. So cd gain, good. Okay, so inside the home directory of gain, I have two files. Okay, I have message Mike, which is an executable. Let me run it. Message Mike. Okay, so it seems that this file, it tried to open, use cat to open message.txt. But also I notice it has the SUI bit enabled, which is very useful. So potentially that might be very useful, in fact. So what I will do is the following now. I will create, because it runs cat, I will create a file called cat, and inside that cat, I will put a shellcode, because message run as setuid and invoke cat, so cat might enable me to have a different shell. So the way I'm going to do it is echo bin sh or bin bash, up to you, and put it as cat. Okay. And now I will add the path of the cat to the one that I created, to the environment. So export path equal. Let me just confirm what is my directory. It's home cane. So export path equal home cane and add the path. So that was added. Then finally, I will change mode 777 to cat. Okay, so that's really useful. So now if I run the message executable msg Mike, that might spawn a new shell for us, which is what did. You can see now I have a new shell. ID, user ID is Mike, so I impersonated user ID Mike. That is interesting. pwd, I am still inside game. So let's go to Mike. S, I have another executable here. Again, setuid is enabled. That's very interesting. Let's see what does this executable do. And message to root. Hello. Okay, so it just sent a message here. Whatever I type will echo back to me. That could be potentially exploited. What I can do now, I can send the message and append another command to this message. Let's say bnsh. So the fact that this runs as a root, eventually if I hit enter, that will give me the root permission, as you can see here. So ls root, I can see the flag. Okay, now let me run bin cat. That's the original one. Bin cat root flag.txt sorry, flag.txt, and here we are. We managed to get flag. So this is a very interesting machine. It shows us how we can exploit LFI, and from the LFI, we managed to find our way to achieve privilege escalation. I hope that you enjoyed this machine. See you in another machines. Enjoy your day. Bye.